Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What you are about to witness is the absolute pinnacle of gaming YouTube. Nowhere on the planet will you find a better gaming YouTuber, I swear. And now, with your host, Jibba73, the Double E Show! Dude, can I have $5 now?
What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E Show. It's Miscellaneous Monday. We have returned. Season 6. In this series, we will look at Anno 1701. Let me explain. 1503 and 1602 do not run or do not get captured in OBS in full screen mode. It appears in the upper left-hand corner. I've tinkered around for about an hour, looked up a bunch of stuff on the internet. I am not savvy enough to do some of the things that were recommended. Thus, I cannot play them. So, 1701, we'll take a look at it before we move on to hopefully Anno 1800 when that releases. But yeah, let's get started here. Screw the tutorial. I've played 1402. I believe or 1404, excuse me. So I believe I know what I'm doing, which is probably a huge mistake. Continuous play, tutorial, scenarios, playground, you know what, tutorial, because I'm not good. I'm not good at this. So, alright, so we'll start off. The introduction addresses players, blah, blah, blahs, and yada, yada, yada. So let's do training game number 1. And we will, training game for, okay, yep, I would like to do that. Yes, yes, please. Number 2, no, number 1, okay, first steps. Whatever you want me to do, sir, whatever you want me to do. I still have a cold. It'll be a while before this miserable cold goes away.
Welcome. In this tutorial, we would like to familiarize you with the gameplay basics and build a small pioneer settlement. You have come to the New World by order of the Queen to settle new territory. Ah, it would seem that Her Majesty would like to have a word with you in person.
Right on. So the text in here is very small. It's going to be a little difficult for me to see it.
Know that we have doubts about your success, but we will see how well you get on in making this island habitable.
Don't be put off by Her Majesty's lofty demeanor. This lady may seem reserved, but she's not at all. Just have a look. She has already built a warehouse for you on the coast of this island. Prove to her that you can establish a small pioneer settlement in Goldfurt.
Goldfurt? I remember this place.
First, you should have an overview of your island. Use the arrow keys or move the mouse to change the section of screen. Move the camera by using the arrow keys or by moving the mouse on the edge of the screen.
Okay. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, I've done it all. I've done it all.
The warehouse on the coast, marked here with the arrow, represents your trading office. It is the first building that can be built on any island and allows you to build more structures in the area around it.
Okay.
Equally important as a warehouse is the village center. It will be the bustling hub of your settlement, Goldfurt. Now proceed to the construction menu to build it. Open the construction menu by left-clicking on the flashing button in the left corner of the screen.
Flashing button.
Good. The construction menu is now open at the bottom of the screen. It shows all the buildings you can build. At first, the buildings for the pioneer level are available, and more buildings will be added later in the game. Now, start by building the village center. In the construction menu, left-click the village center to select it.
Village center.
To ease your entry into the game, in this tutorial, we will provide you with some suitable construction sites. Later, you are free to choose where you position the buildings.
I'd like
Build
it
the
to be
village
square.
center by left-clicking on the construction site provided. It will then be highlighted and surrounded by a border. Excellent! You have just built your first building, an important milestone for your settlement.
Okay.
To settle the first pioneers on your island, you should build some houses in Goldford. In the construction menu, left-click to select a house. Build the house by left-clicking on the construction site provided. Congratulations! The first pioneers have already moved into this house. Your settlement is slowly taking shape. Each house can accommodate a certain number of inhabitants. No more pioneers can move into your settlement when the limit has been reached.
Right on. Okay, I think I
Build more
remember all
houses
this.
so that more pioneers can come and settle. When you have a total of 6 houses, Goldfurt will be large enough for the moment. Build 5 houses on the construction sites provided for. Marvelous. You have created sufficient living space. Now pioneers will gradually come and settle down in the houses.
You can get a little bit closer in this one than you could in the last one. Right on.
The Queen has granted you a substantial seed capital. Have a look on the info bar in the top left corner of the screen. You can always view your current wealth here.
Right on.
Your current funds won't last forever. You must make a profit as quickly as possible. You can raise taxes to do this. The more people who live in your settlement, the more tax levies will automatically find their way into your city exchequer. In the info bar, you will see that 48 pioneers have now come to live in your settlement, who will pay their taxes honestly.
There you go.
The green number under your wealth indicates your current balance. As the tax income is presently higher than the operating costs for your buildings, you are making a profit. Don't worry if you go into the red during the early stages of the game. This will level out during the later phase of the game. To view information about your settlement, you can select all the buildings in the world directly. We now want to attend to your inhabitants' needs, and to do this, you should look at your village center. Select your village center by left-clicking on it. Very good. You will see the village center menu displayed at the bottom of the screen. Each of your population civilization levels will be represented by a self-portrait. You can see the current level of satisfaction by the facial expression and background color of the portrait. Your pioneers are in a friendly mood at present.
Right on.
The satisfaction of your inhabitants depends on whether or not their needs are being fulfilled. Your pioneers are longing for a community, so you have already ensured this need is satisfied by building a village center.
Okay.
Food is also an important basic need of your population. The Queen has provided you with enough supplies to ensure that this need is satisfied for the time being.
Okay.
You can gain an accurate view of the stock level of your food supplies in the info bar on the top left. As your population will have a constant requirement for food, your reserve won't last forever, so ensure that you maintain a supply by producing food yourself. With the help of a fisherman's hut, you can provide for the population's food demands. The building can be situated on sandy coastal areas, like this one. The fisherman's hut requires a particular resource nearby, fishing grounds. You can see fishing grounds on the rippling water near the coast with a fish icon above it. If you move your mouse pointer over the icon, information will be displayed on the quantity of fish you will find here. Build a fisherman's hut on this sandy beach. Open the construction menu and select the fisherman's hut. Fishing grounds that are within the area of influence of the fisherman's hut are shown surrounded by a border, so you can see where the fisherman is able to cast his nets. Build the fisherman's hut by left-clicking on the construction site provided. The fisherman immediately goes out onto the ocean. The food production is up and running. Yet you still have something to do. The buildings must be connected via a dirt road so that the market wagons can transport the food to the island-wide warehouse. It will then be available to the population. Select the dirt road in the construction menu. In this tutorial, we will give you useful start and end points for the road connection. Later on, you will be free to choose where you build your roads. Left-click to position the start point of the dirt road. Very good. When you move the mouse pointer, you will see that the road sticks to your mouse. Left-click on one of the fields next to the warehouse to position the end point of the dirt road. Congratulations! You have connected the fisherman's hut and the warehouse by a dirt road. The market wagons will soon arrive to transport the food to the island-wide stock. The food supply for your settlement Goldfurt is assured for now. Time to catch your breath and have a closer look at the hustle and bustle in the village centre. You can observe your inhabitants much more closely from this perspective. They are obviously quite satisfied. They are paying homage to the statue, doing their shopping, or simply strolling through the village square. Turn the mouse wheel backwards and zoom back to medium camera perspective. Congratulations! You have built a small pioneer settlement and have successfully completed this tutorial. The inhabitants of Goldfurt are satisfied, and the Queen too has every reason to be proud of you. You can now repeat what you have just learnt in a practice game if you like, or proceed directly to the second tutorial. Return to the main menu to quit the tutorial.
Everything your heart desires.
So, yeah. Basically, it's the same as it was the first time around, so we don't need to do any more tutorial. But yeah, so Anno 1701, it actually looks a lot prettier than 1404 did, which is very nice. Very nice. I like what I'm seeing. I wish I could use the AWSD keys, but other than that, looking pretty sharp. You get the fisherman boat right there. He's getting ready to go out to the fish. Right on. Okay, listen. 1701. If you like what you're watching, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions what you think I should do here in Goldfurt, put them in the comments below, because I do read them. This is the ending, but I'm going to put in one last final note. In the next episode, we are going to go sandbox and just play. All right? If you like what you're watching, do all that stuff. Tell your family, friends, and all that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.